What up, my geeks? Jeffrey Powers here, and welcome to another review. We've got the guitar out because we're going to be reviewing this little puppy right here. It is the Toneforge Jason Richardson guitar tones. It's a multi-series. This is part one, where I'm going to introduce to you this tone series, and of course how you can put it onto your computer, whether it be a PC, whether it be a Mac, whether it be whatever. So Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine, Think Magazine, put in the geek, and you got me. And welcome to the video. We're doing this live. So if you're catching it live, but we did have small technical difficulties, but I think I got that all figured out. But now here we are, and I got my guitar out. I'm ready to go. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you about this. It's actually pretty cool. Let me show you this. The Toneforge Jason Richardson. Now this is by a company called Sturgis Tones. And Sturgis Tones is, let's go over to the page, a whole series of tones that you can add to your audio. If you do any audio recording or audio production, whether it be in podcasting, whether it be in music production, whether it be in whatever you would do music-wise, you can do that, and you can use a plugin like this to give you a little bit more tones. Now, a little bit about the Jason Richardson tone right here. Jason Richardson. One of the he's a metal guitar solutionist, I guess, solutionist, and he offers fresh new guitar amp designs. And the one thing about this is the brightness and how it doesn't start out bright, bringing it in. And we'll in the future episodes, I'm going to show you how to tune in the tones a little bit more and have some fun with it. But right now, we're just we're going through the basics, and like I said, with this first one, I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually install and put onto a PC, onto a Mac. Now I have both my PC and my Mac here. I got my guitar hooked up. I got the guitar hooked up through a USB device, and we're going to show you. I'm going to show you how to do this through both devices here. It's actually fairly straightforward. It is what's called a VST effect. VST is virtual studio technology. It's just basically an ability to add to another program, so you can add your own types of compression, your own types of equalization, your own types of limits, and of course guitar sounds to digitally model inside of, whether it be your program like Audition or Audacity or Acid Music Studio, or even Garageband, and be able to get the tones that you really want. And of course, then there's the other area, and that is actually playing out live, because some people actually take computers now and put it on top of their amps, and then they use the computer tones that they've developed there to go through the amp. In fact, I did that last night through the iPad, through another program that I've been playing with a lot. So it's really cool to do. And once you get those tones, you want to be able. It's easy to recall those tones because they're right there. And if you need to do small tweaks, that's easy to do as well. So anyway, let's get into this. Let's show you. First of all, going through the install process is fairly straightforward. All you have to do is download the file for Jason Richardson V10 for Mac and Windows. And we're going to go to the Windows, and basically, let's expand this. This is just an installation.exe, and you go through there, and you can double click on that, and it'll go through the process. And yeah, do I trust that? Yes, I do trust that. So this is the Toneforge setup. So you go in there. Let me click here. Hello again. Go in here. You hit next. You say I do accept the agreement. You hit next. You say you want the location. You hit next. You put it into there. You hit next, and next, and next, and next. And basically what happens is that will then install it. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to double up on that. So once you have it installed, all you have to do is go into a program, and I'm going to use Magic's Acid. It used to be Sony, but now it is Magic's, and I created a little tone right here. I'll play it right now. Pretty straightforward. You get the idea. And we're gonna loop it. I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. So the idea is that now what you can do is you can add in the effect, and in this case it's the Toneforge Jason Richardson. And once you have it scanned, you probably have to scan to bring the plugin into the program. But once you do, you go into your effects, and then you hit the plus effect, and then we just choose the Toneforge. We say OK, and there's the plugin right there. So now this is going to be a big difference. Hopefully this won't blow out your ears, but let's check it out. As you can hear, a lot different. And you can change between a nice clean sound, or you can go into and go back to rhythm. Bring down the presence a little bit, bring down the in. We got a little gate up here. We got an output right there. Or you can go into lead mode. And as you can hear, that's 3 different sounds. Oh, that was pretty loud. Let's bring that down. So you have 3 different sounds that you can go from. And then, of course, you have a whole bunch of other stuff, like, for instance, your cabs. And we'll get into that in a second here. But I wanted to give you the initial sound from this plugin and how easy it is to set into any program. You can even hear as you go. So if you have the right drivers installed, it's very little latency. You'll be able to come in and you'll be able to play it with the sound, and then later on tweak it. You could actually turn the whole thing off and bring it back in, see how it sounds in multiple ways. But anyway, so that's the PC version. We're going to switch over to the Mac, and I'm going to show you how to do this in Garageband. I'm going to show you how to do this in Audition. All right, so we're back, and I just switched out my Mac, or my PC for my Mac, and now we can do this once again. I think I got everything set back up here properly. What we're doing is we're doing the introduction to the Toneforge Jason Richardson tones for guitar modeling for your guitar tones on different programs. I'm going to show you a couple programs here, and we'll go from there. So we got the Mac set up. I'm not going to show you the installation again because, you know, it's the same. You basically just download, you get the Mac, you go to the Mac folder, you open up the DMG, and you do the install, and there it is. And now you can put it into programs. Like, for instance, Garageband. That's the first one we're going to go to. And it's loading right now. So basically, with this, and they just updated GarageBand, so everything just got changed around, which is crazy. But I'm going to say new project. I'll show you GarageBand here. And we're going to say new empty project. And we're going to record using a microphone. Helps to turn up the volume. There we go. We got the volume. And you can hear it from here, but you can't hear it from here. And to do that, we hit this button right here. And now I probably have to tune again. So, yeah, I don't know if you did you hear that? Let's do that again. Anyway, so here we go. We've got that sound. We wanna do the put in the Jason Richardson tones. So we do that like this. We go down into the track. We go down to the plugins, and in this case, I'm going to turn off the plugins that are here, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to hit this button, and I'm going to go, and I already called it up, so it's got a recent here. But you would normally just go into the audio units, and you'd find the Joey Sturgis Tones and Toneforge. And that brings up this little box right here. And once again, we got rhythm. Everything starts at rhythm. So as you can hear, let's turn that volume down. And you got the tone right there, and it's there. That's pretty much it. And like I said, you can change it around. We can change the signal path. We can change the cab. Listen to the difference on this once I turn up the volume. Let's switch it back to the other cab. And of course, we can even change microphones. Let's go to an SM, what does it say? SM off axis. Off axis means that it's not directly at the speaker. It's just slightly off the speaker. So, and this is just regular SM. You can hear that. We can add in some pedals. We got some pedals right here. We can, this is the EQ, so if we want to get a little bit more bright, a little bit more presence to it, we turn up the treble right here, and the bass, even low mid, if you want to get that going. And then this one right here, this is awesome. I was playing around with this all last night. It does, and I don't want to get too much into it because that's going to be in one of the future episodes here. But we'll definitely be taking a lot of time in here. Because it's definitely got some great sounds to it. Now, ultimately, like I said, we'll stick with the rhythm here. You can also gate it. So if you got a lot of noise, you can gate out your sound, so you can get some more tighter sounds, types of metal sounds that you're looking for through a program such as GarageBand or Acid, or even, and we'll get into this one. Let's quit this, and even a program such as Audition. And this is Audition 2017, but if you have an older version of Audition, that's okay, because this is the plugin won't really matter. As long as it accepts the VST plugins, then you should be good to go from there. So, now you can do it in waveform, you can do it in multi-track. We're going to do it in multi-track because it's easier to do. I'm going to hit that and go, okay, we're going to create a new session here. We've got our first track. We got to put in our sound. So we hit the record button. Now we should have our sound. We are in the FX, so normally you're here. So, but we won't want to go into the effects, so I wanted to show you that. We're monitor, so monitor is right here. There you go. And now we want to put in the effect, and this is straightforward. We go into the first effect here. We go down to VST, effect, Joey Sturgis, Toneforge. And Toneforge shows back up. Now, this time we're going to do a nice clean sound. We'll put a little shimmy into it, a little bit of brightness. I like that. I'm going to throw a little effects, this nice reverb. Right here, we'll mix it down just a little bit. And a little bit of delay. We'll press that and we'll bring the mix down a little bit. Maybe too much delay, so I'm going to take the feedback down. And there is and that might just be the delay. Let me turn that off to show you the little bit of latency. But not enough to mess with your time. Unless you don't play the part right. So, okay, we'll throw a little bit more. We'll do the mix down a little bit, and we'll bring this back. I'm gonna close this out, and we got the Toneforge running. So now we can hit the record button, and we can do our recording. All right, so now we have our recording. We're done with the guitar part, and we can go back and we can listen to this. So let's go back and listen to this. We'll bring back up the Toneforge. And I did that wrong because I don't normally use Audition for playing or creating music. So I just re-added the item. So we'll bring it back to the clean sound. We'll start at the beginning. And we got clean. Then we got rhythm right there. And we got lead. And back to clean. And everything's, it's just like a regular plugin. If you've ever used the plugins before, you know how easy it is to actually just start them up and do the adjustments from there. We'll put a little bit more treble into that. And a little presence to that treble. And we'll go back in. You get the idea. You can do a whole bunch of different things, setting this up and using it in different programs, many different programs, Mac or PC. There you are. You're good to go, and everything's happy and funky and happy dory. Happy dory. I don't know. That's a fish, I guess. So anyway, so that's how it works. That's the setup for the Windows for the Mac of the Toneforge Jason Richardson. This is a 5-part series. I'm going to show you some of the other tones and how to use them. We'll get into more detail and go from there. You can find me over at Geekazine, Think Magazine, put into Geek, of course, the socials just across the line, youtube.com/Geekazine, all that other good stuff. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming on to the live. We did this live, and of course you might see the edited version, but we got more, so check it out. The links are down below if you want to get yourself the Toneforge Jason Richardson collection. And go from there and start guitaring. So, and definitely, this is going to span for the few weeks. So if you're seeing this as this got published in July of 2017, feel free, and even after the fact, feel free to send me some video of you using your Toneforge Jason Richardson, finding new ways to make this sound good and work good and be awesome, and go from there. So Jeffrey Powers here. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, you guys geek out, rock on, and take care.